Hi all. In this video, we will discuss about the features of 8086 and the comparison between 8085 and 8086 microprocessor. So before going to features of 8086, we should know what is microprocessor and what is 8086 microprocessor. So in the last lecture, I have discussed about 8085 microprocessor. So 8086 microprocessor is an advanced version of 8085 microprocessor. So which is also designed by Intel in 1976. So the main component or the purpose of microprocessor 8086 is it is a 16-bit microprocessor which is having 16 data lines and 20 address lines. So it will perform up to 16-bit operation. That's why it is 16-bit microprocessor, and it will have 1 MB of memory, storage memory. So here we have to remember 3 points. One is 8086 is a 16-bit microprocessor which is having 16 data lines, 20 address lines, and 1 MB of storage memory. So these 3 points we have to remember here. It will have some powerful instruction sets, it will easily operates like multiplication, division, like arithmetic, all the arithmetic operations. Okay, so now we will move. What are the features of 8086 microprocessor? So in this first, we have to see the main feature of 8086 microprocessor is instruction queue. Instruction queue. So here we have what is instruction queue is. So instruction queue, so which is capable of storing 6 instruction bytes from the memory. So which is used to process the result very fastly. So instruction queue means here we will have 6 bytes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So which is used to store the 8086 will be storing 6 instruction bytes. So 6 instruction bytes we will call that as instruction queue. So this instruction queue, the main purpose is to process the result very fastly. So these instruction bytes will be storing in the memory. So total instructions we will have 6 instructions. So this 6 instructions we will call as instruction queue. So next, 8086 will be available in 3 versions. 3 versions. One is 8086, one is 8086-2, one is 8086-1. So this 8086 frequency range is 5 megahertz. 8086-2 frequency range is 8 megahertz, and 8086-1 frequency range is 10 megahertz. So totally 3 versions is available: 8086, 8086-2, and 8086-1. Okay, 5 megahertz, 8 megahertz, and 10 megahertz. Next, the main feature of 8086 microprocessor is pipelining. So this pipelining is nothing but it will fetch the data and it will execute the data. So this pipelining, which will be using in 2 stages. One is fetching and one is executing. Fetching stage and executing stage. So this pipelining will improve the performance. Will improve the performance of the processor. First, it will fetch the data and it will execute the data. Next one, it will support 2 modes of operations. One is maximum mode and one is minimum mode. Maximum mode and minimum mode. So maximum mode, which is suitable for systems like multiple process. Maximum mode is nothing but it will suitable for multiple processor systems. And minimum mode is suitable for a single processor system. So this 8086 microprocessor will support two modes. One is minimum mode and one is maximum mode. So maximum is nothing but it will suitable for multiple, maximum multiple. Okay. So minimum which is suitable for only single processor system. So next it will have around 256 vector interrupts, and this processor almost consists of 29,000 transistors. 29,000 transistors. So these are some important features of 8086. So I will revise once again. First one is instruction queue. So instruction queue is nothing but which is capable of storing 6 instructions, 6 instruction bytes. So this will be useful to speed up the processing. Next, it will be available in 3 versions based on the frequency. So 8086 is first one, 8086-2 is second one, 8086-1 is third one. So 8086 is 5 megahertz, 8086-2 is 8 megahertz, 8086-1 is 10 megahertz. So this is one more feature. Next, third one is pipelining. So pipelining is nothing but it will fetch the data and it will execute the data. Okay. So first one is fetching stage and next one is executing stage. Okay. So next, it supports 2 modes of operations. One is maximum mode and one is minimum mode. Maximum mode is suitable for multiple processors and minimum mode is suitable for single processor. Next, it is having around 256 vector interrupts. So what are these interrupts? What are the use of these interrupts? What are the different types of interrupts? We will see in coming videos. So the main feature is it will have around 256 vector interrupts and it consists of almost 29,000 transistors. Okay. So now we will see the comparison between 8085 and 8086 microprocessor. So totally we will compare these elements: memory, address bus, size, instruction, pipelining, input output, and cost. Okay. So first we will see memory. So already we have discussed 8086 memory is 1 MB and 8085 memory is only 64 KB. So 8085 can access up to only 64 KB and 8086 can access up to 1 MB of memory. Okay. So next one, address bus. 8085 will have only 16-bit address bus, and already we have discussed here 8086 is having 20-bit address bus. So 8086 is 20-bit address bus and 8085 is 16-bit address bus. Next, the size. 8085 size is 8 MB, whereas 8086 size is 16-bit microprocessor, not 8 MB, 8-bit. So 8085 is 8-bit microprocessor, whereas 8086 is a 16-bit microprocessor. Next, in instruction queue, next one is instruction. So 8086 is having an instruction queue, which is having 6 bits of instructions. It will perform the speed of the processor. Okay, it will process the speed of the processor. So 8086 is having instruction queue, whereas 8085 don't have any instruction queue. So compared to 8085, 8086 is much speeder because we have instruction queue, which is used to speed up the process. Next, pipelining. 8086 will support pipelining, whereas 8085 architecture will not support any pipelining. So what is pipelining here? Pipelining is nothing but it will fetch the data and it will execute the data. So 8086 will support pipelining, whereas 8085 architecture will not support any pipelining. Next, input output. So 8085 can address up to 256 IOs. 256, nothing but 2 power 8. 2 power 8. Why 2 power 8 here? 2 power 8 is nothing but here we have 8085, we have 8-bit microprocessor. That's why we are doing 2 power 8. So 8085 can address up to 2 power 8 IOs, input output operations. So 2 power 8 is nothing but 256 input output we can address. Whereas in 8086, we can access up to 65,536 input outputs. So 65,536 nothing but 2 power 16. Why 2 power 16? 8086 is a 16-bit microprocessor. That's why we are it can access up to 65,536 input output operations. Okay. Next, cost. So automatically 8086 cost will be high, which is compared to 8085. Okay. So these are some features and the main difference between 8085 and 8086 microprocessors. So in the next lecture, we will see what is the architecture of 8086 and what are the different stages we have in the architecture. We will discuss about that in next lecture. Thank you.